Hey everybody, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you like my new handlebar mustache that my son Archer asked me to shave. So I want to take you through the process of this Soundtrap piece that we're going to be working on in your grade levels. I'm going to show you the whole process to get through the entire thing in order to kind of make sense of what you're about to get into. Okay, so I want to take you guys through kind of the process that I'm going to be going through. So I want to show you my setup. I'm going to be recording in my kind of music office room here, and I'm just going to. So here's what I have set up. Because I'm recording this on my phone in order to make the video, I'm actually going to use an iPad as my phone. I have my computer ready with smart music. In this case, I have the bass part pulled up on the recording, so because I didn't print this one off. However, when I do read the cello and viola and violin parts, I already printed them off. I just did screenshots and then threw them on a Google Doc and then printed it off. It's much easier to read that way. But for the bass part, I'm going to use the computer. But no matter what, I'm going to use the computer to hit play so that I can follow along with the music. This is the thing that's going to keep the timing of your piece all together for your whole group. Now, normally I would use my good microphones to kind of create a better sounding recording. However, in this case, I want to simulate the way you're going to be experiencing this, and so I'm going to use the Voice Memos app. And there's tons of these kinds of things, no matter what device you use. But iPhone or Apple already has a Voice Memos app. I did a little bit of playing around with the recordings, and I have a suggestion for you. So I did a recording with just the bass using the iPad head microphone. It was okay. It's a bit muffled. Didn't sound super great or clear, but it's fine. However, the generic white Apple iPhones have a pretty decent microphone, and so I played around with plugging in the headphones and recording a kind of a medium range, up close, and far away. The up close one actually sounded really nice. So if you have these ones, or headphones that have the built-in microphone, situate yourself fairly close to them and plug it in. It'll sound pretty good. Now, the last thing that's super important that you need to make sure you do when you're recording, have your headphones. So these are the headphones. These are extra ones. I don't know. I'm lucky enough I have extra headphones. Maybe you don't have extras, but if you do, this is a great option. So I have the headphones I'm going to wear plugged in to the computer so I can hear the music playing along and I can play along with it, right? And then I have my other headphones plugged into the iPad so they can record into the voice memo. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm all ready to record my first track. I've got my camera set up here to watch us. I've got my computer with the music that I'm going to play along to, and I'm reading it off the computer as well. I've got my iPad. The voice memo app is open. My headphones, my Apple headphones with the microphone are plugged in. I have my headphones on. One thing to point out, I only have one ear in. That allows me to hear the music in this side and also hear my bass in this side, and hopefully kind of get a balanced sound of where you're playing intonation-wise. If not, sometimes I put it just halfway over my ear, but generally I want to have some amount of my ear showing so I can hear the music coming from my actual instrument. One other thing that I did before I will push play, I used the tuner on Smart Music so that I was tuned. If everyone in your group is using a different A, then it's not going to sound good. But if everybody uses the tuner on Smart Music, you'll all have the same A at least. Last thing, when I hit play, it's going to go click, 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 click. My piece it's in 4/4, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3. The downbeat, the pickup is on beat 4. The bass part actually has 8 measures of rest. So even though I'm resting, I'm going to start from the beginning of the piece, and when the clicking starts, I'm going to count along at least on beat 2 and 3 if I can. So it'll probably give me 3 beats, 1, 2, 3. I'll try to say 1, 2, 3. The more everybody lines up their 1, 2, 3 with the click off at the beginning, the easier it'll be for you to line up your music in Soundtrap. So with without further ado, I'm going to get started with the first recording. So I'm going to hit record on my voice memo app first. So it's recording. And then I'm going to come over to Smart Music and I'm going to hit play and I'm going to get ready to count off with it. Here we go. 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so I noticed something there in my recording. I made a mistake, but it wasn't actually necessarily that I played wrong. It's because there's no conductor. I was trying to play along with the music. Normally the conductor would go and give us a cue, but I was looking for kind of the timing, and I didn't do it correctly. So I'm going to try another take on this. The other option you might have is to just continue through and edit later in the software in Soundtrap, but I'm going to try it again just because I think it'll work out a little better now that I have it all ready. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I stopped it halfway through just for this example. I'm only going to show you how to edit the first half just to keep it simple and short. But that's it. That's the basic process for recording the bass track. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the cello, and then I'm going to do the viola, violin 2, and then violin 1. Okay, so now I'm ready to record my cello part, and I have the cello part printed out, so I can actually look at it on a music stand here. I have the computer set up. I'm going to play along to it. I'm going to hit play, and then I have my iPad, or it's similar to your phone with a voice memo app. I forgot to point out one thing. I think I forgot to point it out. I have on my headphones an extension, and this is a really nice feature if you're ever recording or if you're enjoying the process of recording. It makes my cord a little longer, which allows me to be a little more comfortable when I'm playing. All right, so first thing I did was I made sure I tuned to the computer, to Smart Music. I'm going to hit record on the voice memo app. And then I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to count off before it starts. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I'll stop there. I did make one mistake. So what I'm actually going to try to do now is I'm going to go back into Smart Music, and I'm going to use the same recording. I'm going to keep it on the same voicemail recording, but there's that little solo section that I kind of made a mistake in. It's at measure 32. So I'm going to bring my cursor in Smart Music back to measure 31, and then I'm going to try to play that one more time, and I can edit this later in Soundtrap. 2, 3, 4. I just realized I forgot to hit record on the iPad, so I'm going to do it one more time from measure 31. And I'll stop there. Good enough. Maybe I could have done it better. I might do it again later if I have more time. You would definitely take more time and make sure you get those little challenging licks correctly. So now I'm going to move on to the viola part. Alright, so now I'm going to attempt the viola part. So first things first, I tuned up my instrument to the Smart Music. I have my music printed off on a stand. I have my iPad ready to go so I can hit record on the voice memo. I also moved my microphone so it was hanging on the stand, so it's a little closer to my viola as I'm playing. Hopefully none of this happens. Hopefully none of that gets picked up in it, but may do so. Alright, no laughing. I may not do very well on this one. This is such a hard instrument, and I don't even understand the clef. So, good luck to me. I'm going to hit record on the voice memo. Record. Then I'm going to get to the beginning of Smart Music and hit play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, A few errors, but I'll take it. Alright, so I'm ready to record the second violin part. Again, I have my music printed off, my microphone's on the stand, my voice memo is ready to record, Smart Music is ready to play. I tuned up to Smart Music. I gotta put my headphones on. And I'm gonna leave one ear off just a little bit, and good luck to me. Here we go, I'm gonna hit record on the voice memo and play on Smart Music. 2, 3, 4. That went pretty well, so I'll stop it there. Now, generally, I would probably redo some of these takes. I'm trying to zip through it pretty fast here. There was a couple little flubs there, and a few squeaky bows. I would have corrected those if I was really taking the time. Now I'm going to move on to the first violin part. Okay, so for my final recording, I'm going to do the violin 1 part, and I've got the music printed off, got my computer ready, I've got my voice memo ready to go, I've tuned up already. So I'm going to give this one a go. The tricky thing about this part is the opening 8 measures is solo first violin, and so it's going to be hard to come in on time, I think. I'm anticipating, so I'm really going to make sure before I start playing, and I'm still going to count 1, 2, 3. I'm still going to count along, but before I start playing, before I click play, I'm going to try to get all in position and get ready to play those first notes in tune. It's going to be hard. One thing I might do later is redo that opening sequence with a metronome and just try to do it again. So here, I'm going to give it a go. My fingerings are probably not the best, but I'm just going with it. So recording on the voice memo, and I'm going to hit play and get myself set up all in one go. Hey guys, I'm trying to record. Archer and Ida. Okay, so I'm going to hit record and on the voice memo, and then I'm going to get myself all ready, and then hit play on the computer. Good luck. 1, 2, 3. I missed it, so I'm going to try it again. Hit record, come back here. That's hard to do. Ready? 2, 3. All right, so not my best take. I'm probably gonna try it one more time, just to give it a second try. I'm gonna save that one though, because maybe there's some parts that were okay. So I'm gonna try it all one more time. Here I go. Okay, a little better, a few errors there, but it's good enough for the purposes of this video. So there we go. I'm gonna move on to the next step, which is actually cleaning up my room. And then I'm gonna move into moving the music into Soundtrap.